Today is going to be a conversation around destiny, but more importantly, how we end up there. How do we get to the end goal? Because a lot of us have hopes, dreams, aspirations in so many areas of our life, but we don't realize that there's an invisible domino effect happening, and where we would like to go is actually not where we're destined to end up.
The Creator Podcast.
My name is Dion Williams, aka Dion Does, and I truly believe that we were all created in the image of the ultimate creator, and therefore it's in us all to create. And this show aims to help you and I both level up in this four-dimensional game of life so that we can go out and create for good, whether that's for ourselves, our family, the community around us, but all of this a part of a generational vision of a family of creators coming together to be the difference. Creator family, welcome back to episode, I don't even know what episode it is. We're moving right along, man. I appreciate you guys. This has been an amazing journey, and I believe it's just getting started. I really do. So if you haven't fully jumped on the bandwagon, make sure you do. Get the Creator Podcast in your life every single day. Every day. I think, today we're going to talk about a domino effect. I truly believe you keep everything else around you the same, and you just start listening to this on a daily basis. I think you like where you're at a year from now. And again, it's not going to be just from listening. We're going to talk about certain things, have you reconsidering different perspectives and paradigms on your life. And guess what? We're taking action every single day. That on its own is how you change your life. Getting some good principles in your life and taking action. So, and a lot of what I just ranted on right there is what we're going to talk about today. I want to talk about belief. That is the word of the day, belief. And again, I know we said in the intro we're going to have a conversation about destiny, because I don't know if there's anything more that determines your destiny more than your belief in a few different ways. We can get real spiritual with that, right? But that's not necessarily the goal today. And I think this is a great episode for me to just start off with the principle right off the bat. No need to lay any groundwork. Coming to us from Gandhi, who says, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. I'm going to take a drink of water, and we're going to run that back with the beat. Listen to my man. All right, your beliefs. Remember, this is notice where we're starting. Beliefs, and notice where we end. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. So many of us want to end with the destination, but there's so many turns, so many levels before we get there. So if you want to ensure a strong finish, a strong ending, a strong destination, if you're worried about destiny, you get there through your beliefs. Okay? And there's a few other ways I've seen this quote actually laid out. Another way I like to acknowledge it is, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Again, it's just another version of that. But you see the same principle, right? The same principle of this domino effect that takes place. And I actually like how Gandhi starts it with your beliefs, but I also want to acknowledge that we have control over our beliefs, and that might be something that you're missing if you just take the quote for face value and you're like, well, I already got crappy beliefs. I don't know how to change them because my beliefs already determine my thoughts, right? Well, your thoughts can actually shape your beliefs, right? Your experiences can shape your beliefs, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit deeper. But I just want you first to just sit in that understanding of like, man, where, and it's not bad for us to try to improve our actions, try to improve our habits, Gandhi talks about your values. The other quote talks about it being your character. Okay, it's not bad to try and change these things, but we need to understand that there's a ripple effect, and some things precede the others. It's so much easier, right, to fix your habits by starting with your thoughts. And then it's so much easier to improve your thought life when you are aware and conscious of your core beliefs that you have. And so I'm not saying you can't jump in and out of this and you can't worry about your actions and whatnot. No, I'm just saying understand how this works and understand this domino effect that's playing out. You're trying to change your actions that you're doing, and I get it, because our whole world judges people on their actions, which we should, right? If you slap my mama, I'm judging you off that. And of course, you probably have horrible beliefs. Your father could have your father could have done a poor job showing you and teaching you how to treat women. And you have some jacked up beliefs around that. We see that from a lot of men. They just don't have the right perspective on how to treat women. They're bad beliefs. And of course, those lead to bad actions. But it's going to be so much. And so again, right? You slap my mama, you're getting judged off those actions. But we got to understand, and so many of us struggle from this, right? Is we're like, the world will tell you you're fluffed up, you're messing up, you're doing this, you're doing wrong. And you may be. And so your thought is like, all right, I'm going to just stop doing wrong. I'm going to stop doing wrong. And that's all you're focusing on. You're like, I can't do it. Why? And it's because you don't understand the invisible ripple effect, okay? Or the domino effect. And so, in efforts to keep this very, very simple, not overcomplicated, we're going to rush right into putting some feet to it. All right, so hopefully you understand, right, of the power of your beliefs and how these beliefs drive us. Okay, and I'm gonna have you do some investigative homework as we pull out our creator frame and we look at our faith, relationships, energy, economics. I want you to look and just ask yourself, like, man, what are my beliefs around my faith? I actually had a young man reach out to me today on Twitter. And we were having a conversation, and he was like, man, I'm just really struggling to feel like connected to God. I was like, okay. And typically a lot of people will say that, and they just don't ever read their Bible. They don't know God, right? They don't do anything to learn. Kind of like your best friend, right? The more you know about the best friend and how they think, how they operate, things that they believe, right? The closer you feel to them. And then just like a friend, the more you talk to them, the closer you feel. So I was like, do you pray? Do you read your Bible? Do you go to church? All these things. And he was like, yeah, I kind of pray. I pray like a couple times a day. I was like, that's good. He's like, I read, 4 to 5 times a day. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty good. So why do you feel so disconnected? Like, it usually doesn't take, it's not crazy. There's not a 13-step formula. It's very simple. And he was like, man, if I'm being real, I don't even know if I believe that he exists. I'm like, well, yeah, that's a driving belief. I was like, how you expect, first off, why are you praying to someone you don't even know if they up there? You ever just call a number like, I hope this is my mama. It might be, it might not. I'm like, no, that's where you got to start, man. And that's some of the, and that's how weak some of our beliefs are. And we wonder why we're not getting anywhere with them. You wonder why you're not growing your business. You don't even believe in your business. You guys have seen how shamelessly I will promote my business. I believe in it. I had a student one time. And to be fair, he was already a student, so I just created a new product and he was going to get it for free. He didn't have to pay, but I recommended to people that did end up paying. But I had a student who was, and I actually have his testimonial on there. You can go to creatorpurge.com. But he was one of my like business students, and he was struggling, and we were at, well, let me fast forward. We were actually about to launch this new product, and I was inviting all my students to try it, and he was like, "Man, I want to, I can't. I just got out the hospital, man. I tried to kill myself." And like shamelessly, I was like, "Dude, for real, do everything they're telling you to do, right? If they got you on some medicine, or I think they gave him some appointments to go to, like just to follow up. I can't remember who. I don't know if it was a psychiatrist or a therapist. I don't remember. But I was like, yo, do all that. That's cool. That's cool. I was like, but I dropped this purge, man. You really should go through it. I think it's going to, like, shamelessly, like, do it, do it, do it. Not because I needed a sale, not because I wanted this testimony. It's because I believed in it. I put the work in. I tested it. I studied it. It was good. And so I felt like it was going to help him. And so I was like, do it. I begged him to do it. And I was afraid he wasn't going to, I was afraid he wasn't going to believe in it. But thankfully he did, because he had been through some of my other stuff, and he did it. And you can go see the testimony on his page and talk to him not too long ago. He's still doing good. And he went through some crazy stuff during his process with that purge. And my man handled it like a G. But again, that's why I can push my business so hard. I can invest in it. I can buy mentors and coaches and buy ads for it because I believe in it. Right? The strength of my marriage with my wife is this belief. And so I'm asking you guys, where is your belief at? Are you praying to a God that you don't even believe in? What are you doing? Why would you do that? You got to get some belief there. That's just like someone that's just trying to be saved. Like, hold up, just in case this hell place is real, let me throw a few prayers up just so in the event is real, I could be like, hey, Ninja, I prayed a couple times. Can I get off easy? Can I get parole or something? No, that's not how we move as a creator. Put the work in. Increase your belief. And I'm not saying this has to be a blind, especially when you talk about your belief in a God or something. People might think it's a blind faith. It doesn't have to be that. I promise you can read a science book and still believe in God. A lot of really smart scientists are Christian. A lot of smart historians are Christians. And so it's okay to have a strong, because you want a strong belief in something. Do your research, do your homework, look into things. You want to increase your belief. Like, maybe you're trying to stick to a diet that you don't even believe in. You just saw a commercial and you like, hey, there was some fat people on it and they wasn't fat. They skinny now. Maybe that could be me. No, get a book on it. You want to really believe in it, understand why it works, and go out there, try and get you some early experience, right? The experience, knowledge, new information, credible information. These are the things that shape our beliefs, strong beliefs, right? You want that belief that you can hold on to during the storm. Not something, not, oh yeah, this one person told me this on Twitter. And that's what I was telling the young man. I was like, you got to go in, you got to do the research. I don't want your belief to be on a tweet from me. Heck yeah, I believe it with my life, right? But I did the research, because I wouldn't bet my life on something that kind of sounded good. This should be a journey for him. It shouldn't be something that he spends the night, right? He shouldn't have all the answers. He should probably have more questions once he gets into it. And so your journey might look the same in whatever dimension of your life we're talking about. Quick story before we go. I want to talk to you guys about Roger Bannister. He was the first person to run the 4-minute mile. If you haven't looked into this, look into it. It's crazy. So for years, centuries, we believed that you could not run a 4-minute mile. And there was a lot of people that strongly believed that it wasn't even possible. Like, the human body could not run a mile faster than 4 minutes. Until Mr. Roger Bannister did it. He broke the 4-minute mile. So now, guess what happened? There was belief. There was belief that it was possible to run a 4-minute mile. And then I believe it was 36 days later, 36 days, I believe. You guys research this. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I believe it's 36 days later, the next person broke the 4-minute mile. Why? We went so many years without anyone doing it. A lot of people, like I said, even believed it wasn't physically possible. But only 36 days after, it's broken because there was belief now. And I think it took like another year or something, and then someone else broke it. And then the more people that broke it, the more people started going for it and actually breaking it themselves. And now it's to the point you could go on YouTube and find high schoolers that are running sub 4-minute miles. And it all started with what? Belief. Belief. That is the power of belief. And once you have this belief, and it's a strong, powerful belief, there's a domino effect. Then your thoughts change. That changes your words, which changes your actions and your habits and your values. And then we arrive at destiny. And that's what it means to be a creator. This is how we create the change. So where are these limiting beliefs that you have? Scan the 4 dimensions: faith, relationships, energy, economics. Where do you have these weak, possibly even false, damaging, limiting beliefs? I want you to get very clear on them. And then I want you to follow up with some research. Maybe, like I say, get your feet out there, maybe some experiences. And I want you to come up with new, empowering beliefs. Now, these can't just be fairy tales, right? You can't just say, I believe I'm a millionaire, or I will be a millionaire, right? I'm talking about a strong belief that is built on truth and something that you are willing to commit to relentlessly. Now, I'm not saying you can't go against the grain. It's okay to be a maverick. Roger Bannister there was people telling him he should quit. It wasn't possible, okay? But he held on to that belief. And those are beliefs that are okay to hold on to. I just don't want you thinking, because I don't want you letting yourself down, right? Betting your life on frail or faulty beliefs. And then as extra credit, if you do believe in a God, I believe you take it to God and you start praying on this. And you start praying and working some of these things into existence. Don't tell me you're trying to get out of debt and you only praying, but you don't go to work. That ain't how it works, people. Literally. All right, so let's work on our beliefs and let's end up with the destiny that we would like. Also, check out freecreatorcode.com. Talking about beliefs, we're going to get to the core of all of that. The true beliefs of what it means to be a creator and have this identity as a creator. I promise you, that's one of the best gifts you can give yourself. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. Until tomorrow, God first. God bless.